Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be using the Shallow Rifle Works MSS, which is based on a setup I saw on the setup submissions in the Deadline Discord. I'm not going to be doing the paint, but today, let's remove that. Let's change our upper receiver to the Noveski N4 and our lower receiver to the Noveski N4 Gen 3. Then we'll change our barrel to the CAC KS1 13.7 inch, our gas block to the Daniel Defense Mark 12, using the about 12 inch 2A Armament series Gen something, and then we'll use the Magpul MOE SL-K. Our grip will use the MOE K2. Then for our mag, we'll use the 25 rounder. For our M-Lock, we'll use the forward-facing BCM Gunfighter, and we'll put it around here. For our muzzle device, we'll just use the Surefire SOCOM 556 SFMB muzzle. And then on that, we'll put on the SOCOM 556. We'll just color that black for now. Then for our bolt, we'll use the Colt M4 Standard or the Radiant Weapons. For our trigger, we'll use the Radiant Weapons AR-15 Flat Vertex. And for our fire selector, we'll use the Radiant Weapons AR-15 Talon Ambi 45-92 lever fire selector. Then, on top, we'll use a Burris AR-PEPR. Put it on there. We'll try to align it so that the back of the Voodoo is aligned with the charging handle. Then we'll take a pair of CAC micros. We'll put on the front base here, and then we'll put on the rear base here. We'll flip both of those down. Then finally, we'll just put on an EOTech OGL for our LAM, and move it around here. And then we'll put on an RM33 with an RMR, just for the looks. I don't plan to use this, if I'm being honest. Oh, and what happened to my gun? Okay. Then for our ammo, we'll just use M196. You could use M855 if you want, but there's really no need to change the ammo at all. I use the circle dot reticle, but the regular default also works well.
It's probably another DNP.
Oh! Okay. Ah!
You gotta show yourself. There we go. Holy shit. Is that hard? Okay, the thing. Guys, don't mind this. We have 20 seconds. Please not crossroads. Yeah, you're right. The guy with the HK, the stock HK with the EOTech, bro.
Yeah.
Thing. How do you go? The Jason power.
To be fair, I did slap a laser onto a stock HK, turned it on for the entire match, and still did well, so. The V3, finally! Finally!
Yeah.
As you can probably tell, we were both overjoyed to finally see claustrophobic V3 again, but I digress. What are my thoughts on the Shallow Rifle Works MSS? Originally, this was supposed to be the MSS because it met mil-spec standard. However, that did not happen anymore because this devolved from a SIG Spear clone project into just a simple 556 build. Now, I know this Spear LT exists, but I don't like the Spear LT. I prefer the Spear in 6.8. But anyways, onto our actual gun here. This gun, for its stats, it performs really well, despite the fact that it has maybe recoil. According to a meta slave, they need the recoil under 10 somehow. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. This thing hits like a freight train regardless of what ammo you put in it, and it also has recoil that is low enough that you don't need to worry about moving back to your target. You can just spray. And that's something that I really like about this build. Another thing is that this is one of the builds I've made which is uncannily good at point aiming. Off screen in a different game that I filmed before this one and before the claustrophobic V3 game. Stay tuned for that one. Yeah, I was busy point aiming with this thing and I got a 25 kill match. Now, that's not something you see from a point aimer very often. The last time I saw a kill ratio that high was back in 0.22.3, which was about a year ago. So, yeah, that's a very good thing. And in general, this thing just has the perfect balance of stats. It doesn't have too high ergo because that's also a problem sometimes. However, it's not above 4 kilos, which is something that people will really like. I personally do not see a difference in running speed or stamina between 3.7 and 4.3 weight. However, for the people who actually see differences like that, it matters. So having good recoil with good ergo and good weight is a package that people would like. And on top of that, unlike a regular setup that is geared only towards stats, it actually looks decent or good in some people's cases, like mine. So yeah, you should definitely try this thing. It is amazing. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a good one. Shout out to Desu because he's a great teammate and also a great opponent. You'll be seeing that in the claustrophobic video.